project under the guidance of Mr. Srihari Dodla. So we graduated in May of last year, and even though we graduated, the project work went on. So I would like to present my paper now. So the topic for the paper was microstructure characterization for polycrystalline nickel. So we know that nickel and its alloys are used in the aerospace industries because of their high strength to weight ratio and superb corrosion resistance. But there is one property where the nickel alloys suffer, that is machinability. So what makes their machinability difficult? It is difficult because of their complex microstructure. So it's been observed that heat treatment and accurate heat treatment can play an important role in altering the grain morphology and mechanical properties so that we're able to achieve good machining properties of nickel. So in here, with the process parameters which we have input are the feed rate, depth of cut and speed, and our output is cutting speed and the surface roughness which has been investigated. So for this experiment, we had taken nickel 200, and as you can see from the composition, the content of nickel is quite high, which is 99.2%. So initially we prepared the specimens metallographically and observed the microstructure in the transverse direction. So you can see that the average grain size is 50 micrometer. This is before the heat treatment which we did. Now coming to the heat treatment which we did, we heated the samples in a muffle furnace of 1000 degrees range, and the temperature which we selected for the treatment was 871 degrees. And after the sample had reached 871 degree, the soaking time was 700 seconds and cooling was done in air for a duration of 45 minutes. Below are the images of the heat treated specimens, and as you can see that the grain size increases from 50 to 90 micrometers. Also, we had done to check the isotropy, we had done stress strain behavior of the specimen in the longitudinal and transverse direction. So as you can see, before the heat treatment, there is no isotropy observed in the 1 to 4% range, but after 4% range, the sample becomes isotropic. But when we come after the heat treatment, the material is isotropic from the onset itself. So now coming to the main machining experiments, as I had told, we had three parameters, which was speed, feed, and depth of cut. We had taken three speed values, 228 RPM, 360 and 450 RPM, two feed rates, 0.12 and 0.16 millimeter per revolution, and depth of cut 0.1 and 0.2 mm. As you can see from the machining results, we have included a sample result, the process parameters. This is the presentation of the forces which were acting on the workpiece. So as you can see, tool engagement. Here the tool was engaged, the forces started acting, and after this tool disengagement, the forces went down. So the main process here was the cutting force. As you can see, 228 RPM, the cutting forces average is around 160 newtons. And here also we have done for different feed rates and depth of cuts. And as we can see that the roughness value, so the roughness value also kept on decreasing as we increase the speed and the feed rate. So that was all from my side. As I have we can also conclude from this that the surface finish will increase along with the feed rate. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Agarwal, for your presentation. Are there any questions for Mr. Agarwal?
Professor, if there are no questions, one of moderators can ask us questions, please.
Yes, any question from the moderator?
For this presentation, no.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please, attendees, you can always email your questions to Mr. Agarwal.
Yeah, sure.
And Mr. Agarwal, thank you very much for such
Thanks
a
a lot
very
for this opportunity, sir.
informative presentation and taking part in our conference all the way from India.
Yeah, thank you. No issue.
You're most welcome,
It
and
was a
always keep
pleasure.
in touch.
Yeah, sure.